Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then welcome. My name's Chloe. So for today's video I'm doing a tutorial on this sort of sparkly gold smoky look here. I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I sat down to film because I've done sort of different colours, sort of half cut creases, full cut creases, things like that, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do next for my channel, so I just sat there and thought, well, what makeup do I want to put on my face today? And this was it. I just wanted it to be very sort of classic gold sparkly glam. So I have used the Jeffree Star Orgy palette. Of course, it's my favourite neutral palette, so I have used that sort of in the crease. For my sparkly lid, I've used the Plouise Goldgasm pigment. I love this, it's super sparkly. So please follow me on social media if you don't already, where I post sort of more photos and things like that of my looks. I'm on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, and that's under the same handle, which is at ChloeGH, but I'll pop that in the description box below for you as well. But thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye! Hi guys, so all nice and zoomed in now. So I have primed my eyes with the Plouise Rumour Base Shade 1, and to start off this sort of very glam sort of golden sort of cut crease, I'm going to be going into the Jeffree Star Orgy palette. Of course, it's my favourite neutral palette. And then I'm going to start by taking this shade here called Money Shot. So I'm just going to take that on my favourite little Morphe pencil brush. I love this for sort of sketching out my shape just because it's so small. So I'm just sort of keeping my eye open and using that as a guide to sort of go all the way around. Okay, so once I'm happy with this rounded shape, I'm just going to take a smaller brush just to blend it out slightly. So I'm going to take this little fluffy brush here and just gently blend out the edges so they're a bit softer for the next shadow. Just because I like to go sort of 50% on this shadow and 50% off it, so I like it to be able to blend, and just sort of softening the edges helps that. So I'm jumping into a slightly warmer shade. I'm going to take this one here called Craving Chocolate. And then I'm just going to go 50% on that darker shade and 50% off to help blend around. Okay, so next stage again is just going to take a slightly bigger pencil brush just to help blend out that chocolatey shade. Just soften the edges, because I'm going to go in with a lighter shade. And I don't want any harsh, unblended lines. So I've still got the colour payoff that I wanted, but I've just softened the edges ready for the next shadow. Okay, so I do love my Orgy palette, but it doesn't have the next shade that I'm going to use that I am after. So I am going to hop into my Jaclyn Hill X sort of Morphe palette just here, and I'm going to take this really warm sort of caramelly shade. So this one's quite pigmented, so I'm just going to take a little bit at a time, 50% on that chocolate shade and then 50% off. Just to add sort of like a warm caramelly tone. So I'm dipping into the shadow directly sort of down, so the shadow's only really going on this point, and then when I'm blending it I'm sort of turning it on either side so these bristles around the outside can help blend. Sort of like this, turning it on its side to help blend the outside. But then when I've got the most pigment, I'm sort of blending it like that. So I'm just taking a fluffier brush and just running that all across the outside because I'm going to go in with quite a sort of lighter peachy tone now to blend out that honey type shade. So back into Orgy, and I'm going to take this shade here called Blowout. And just sort of soften everything back up again. So to be fair, I do usually do this step with most of my shadows. I'm just going to take this vanilla latex shade here just to go around the outside because I don't really like shadow going into my eyebrow. I like this part to sort of show my my skin really. So I'm just blending with quite a neutral shade to keep that all the way around. So my next step is just to go over those shadows again to add a bit more depth. So it's Saturday today, it's my birthday tomorrow. We have just celebrated Jake's birthday because his is a couple of days before mine. So it's, yeah, towards the end of April, it's quite a sort of full-on time for us socially. So for Jake's birthday, I got him a few presents. I got him some big balloons, sort of like a giant 2 and a giant 9. And then I took him out for some lunch. We went to Wagamama's and they ran out of chili squid. I mean, Jake and I always get chili squid whenever we go there. So we decided to try the vegan chili squid, and that was actually really nice. So after Wagamama's, we just had sort of a nice little coffee date in Coffee Cart. And then Jake just wanted to come home and chill for a couple of hours before a big family meal. And we sort of went for a family meal at Miller & Carter, which was really nice. And me and Jake's mum organised a cake for him as well. I mean, last year I made him a cake, but I wanted to get him like a professional one done. So Jake's mum sort of organised a little arsenal cake with a little football top on there with sort of Jake's age and his name, which was really cute, and it had the little chocolate footballs all around the outside. But yeah, Jake had a really nice birthday. We had a really nice day together. And then tonight we're meeting my family at Beefy Boys. So we're gonna meet there for some food, swap some presents. And then I don't know what we're going to do for my birthday tomorrow. I mean, we are going for a meal, we're going for a roast dinner at the bookshop because it's been recently refurbished or something like that. And we've been there before and we really liked it. So we're going to go there, and then I don't really know what we're going to do in the day. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there because I've gone quite ham with the brown eyeshadow and I just want to sort of cut that away now to see what we've got. So I've got quite a bit of sort of brown shadow here in the base before, so I am just going to take some micellar water on this pointed cotton tip. And then go in with the Plouise base shade 1 to cut after that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I could go on and on trying to sort of perfect the shape, but I'm going to put glitter over it anyway and quite a big lash. So I'm just going to blend my base with this shadow here. Then going to take some Money Shot. Craving Chocolate. And then into that shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm just going to take that shade Blowout and just sort of pat it over my lid, because I am just going to go in with some glitter directly on top. But if you're going to see any sort of colour through it, I'd like it to be quite similar to these shadows instead of the bright base. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a very sort of glittery gold pigment now, and this one is from the Plouise pre-sale from sort of years ago, and this one's called Goldgasm. Beforehand, I am just going to put down some of my NYX glitter glue. I absolutely adore this for putting down before any of my sort of peaches, pigments, things like that. I think it's great. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up any of this fallout here and put some more base on to do my under eye. Okay, Plouise base is on, so I'm going to take the Benefit Roller Bright eye pencil and pop that on my waterline. So I didn't want to do anything too dark because I'm using quite a thick lash. I'm using some sort of like dark brown shades. I didn't want it to be too heavy. Back into Money Shot and taking that tightly underneath. Craving Chocolate. And then that warm shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I've just made sure that it has blended all the way around, and I'm just cleaning up with a little bit of vanilla latex, because I don't want my blend to go too far out this way because I want it quite rounded. So I did want something just sort of on the inner corner before I put down the eyeliner. So I'm just going into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and just taking this light shade here, just because Audrey's all matte and I wanted something with a little bit of shimmer. Then I'm going to take my Inglot 77 gel liner and duraline just to create my inner corner point. Okay, so I'm just going to go off camera now, pop some lashes on, do the rest of my base, and then I'll come back and show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this tutorial. For any info on any products that I've used on the rest of my face, you'll find that in the description box below. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.